Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We are actually going to be doing an Elite mode because there's not going to be a case this week. So let's get on with it. And we are going to be going all the way back to Pacific Bay, doing Hanging by a Thread. Because this case is nasty. It's a conclusion of the Puppeteer. Ace, I'm glad to see you. This message from the Puppeteer really worries me. Hello, little puppet. I hope you like my show after all. What would a carnival be without a good puppet show? This is an open threat to that the Puppeteer will start killing again. The carnival is today. Ace, I want you to patrol the parade with Frank and... Patrol the parade? I was looking forward to staying in and spending some quality time with my turtle. Frank, just do as I say for once, will you? Yana's late for work again, and I'm tired of you answering back to me like an irreverent teenager. I'm still chief of police here. Anyways, sorry, Ace. I don't mean you, of course, but you really must be alert so the carnival takes place without incident. With the Puppeteer's message in mind, we cannot leave anything to chance. I also need people to do a security check in the storage rooms. Ace, you'll make sure everything's alright. I'm counting on you. I don't know what's wrong with Andrea today. She's like a nagging mom. I've never seen her like that before. She's really on edge and worried. Oh well, at least we're here in the storage room. We can have a little more fun. Ace, what do you say we try on costumes, turn off the lights, and scare each other? Yeah, okay, I get it. We're here to look around. Alright, let's start with that pretty looking marionette in the corner. Elite mode. Everything is gold. Makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Yeah, this one was nuts. This was a very, very nasty. Ugh. Poor thing. Diana. Where's the loot? Tent. Loot right here. Broken pieces. Confetti bag and maracas. Nice. Oh, and Elite mode actually takes double the amount of stuff to get the stars. What the? The victim's been all cut up and linked back together with chains. She's like a morbid puppet. Oh my gosh, you're right. This means it must be work of the Puppeteer. Can't believe this. After 10 years, the murders have started again. Oh, wait a second. You're telling me that the victim is Dinah Cooper, the jazz dancer? She's one of the first suspects you met in Jazztown, wasn't she? Oh, poor girl. I know you won't let the Puppeteer get away with this, Ace. I agree, Ace. You should start by sending the body to Roxy. And you find Dinah's bag. Let's have a look inside and see what clues we can find. Whatever these pieces are, I trust you'll put them back together while I go get some fresh air. I'm feeling queasy. Yeah, dude, I do not blame you. That is nasty. Alright, so we're going to start this off. And I'm going to grab some stars. I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, we are back on Criminal Case on Elite mode. Put this stuff together. Grabbed a whole bunch of stars. Oh, brother. Well, you're pretty quick at restoring that dance figurine, Ace. This is why I always let you do the handiwork. And you're right, this dancer figurine has Dinah Cooper's name on it, and there's something written on the base. It reads, Freddy, I'm an artist, not a toy. Fortunate choice of words from Dinah. Gave it up, she ended up like a puppet. You're right. We do know of Freddy. Isn't he the guy who organizes the carnival? And that is true. Freddy's parents were also killed by the Puppeteer. What a coincidence. What's this artist versus toy thing? Was Freddy controlling her in some way? I agree. Let's go see Freddy and find out. You look creepy. That looks creepy as well. So we can find here. Alright. This should be pretty quick, right? Yep. Find anything useful in the victim's baggies? Some kind of invitation? Parties are always fun, but that invitation's high for Ace. Do you think you can figure out what it's for, Ace? I have a feeling I can figure it out. Talk to Freddy first. Hey, well, Senior Trooper Ace, our paths keep crossing, often for unpleasant reasons. What can I do for you this time? Well, Dinah Cooper was just murdered. You could explain why she would accuse you of treating her like a toy for a start. Dinah was killed? Well, that's terrible. We were working together for the carnival. I hired her to dance on the main float. But it turned out the woman had 2 left feet. I tried to teach her, but she just kept getting it wrong. She got annoyed and claimed I was too controlling. I was just doing my job. So Dinah claimed that you were too controlling, only to end up strung up like a puppet. See where we're going with this? Dinah was murdered by the puppeteer? You mean the killer started killing again after all these years? Oh, I can still remember that day the puppeteer murdered my parents like it was yesterday. The poor girl, she didn't deserve to die like this. No, she did not. That's not a fun way to die. Where are we going? Nice. Cool, Ace. You managed to retrieve the details on this invitation. It's for a booze cruise, or a steamboat party, or whatever you want to call it. But you're right, Ace. This invitation was clearly addressed to our victim and could be vital in solving her murder. It reads, "Welcome aboard the Abigail." Well, let's go check it out. I just hope you don't get seasick. Psh, no way, man. Oh, just a heads up, Frank. I actually may have already been checking this place out because I did the time attack. So, usually when I do the time attack, I feel super good about it. I'll add that, and I'll be able to knock this out pretty quickly. Like, I'll be able to get a star really quickly. Cell phone. Okay, pineapple, hamburger, ham, Zeppelin, ice bucket, and wine bottle. Boom! Perfect, baby. Yeah, ×2s are great. Glad you picked up on those clues, Ace. Maybe I should just let you do the work while I sit back and enjoy a boat ride. Why'd you pick up the champagne bucket? The bottle's missing. We can't even have a drink. Oh, you still want to look through it, Ace? Well, nice. You also found a phone. People always leave private information on their gadgets. Good luck decoding it. No problem, Frank. I got you covered. So, what? That looks interesting. Oh, you found a photo of our victim. She looks much younger, though. Wouldn't you agree? Look at the person she's standing next to. His face is all scratched out. And what the? Well, you're right, Ace. Look at the man's hand. He's clearly a puppeteer. Dinah was turned into a puppet. And if she once knew a puppeteer, we need to find out his identity. Do you think you can run his profile through the database, Ace? You bet your bottom dollar I can. But since that's just going to talk to the guy, let's go to the cell phone. Because the cell phone should be pretty quick to get through. So that's probably an N. Nope. Nope. Oh. Silly me. I'm impressed. You unlocked the phone and you found on the steamboat way faster than I expected. And that guy looks familiar, doesn't he? Oh, right. I remember. He's that nut we met during the Civil War reenactment. I don't know how this phone fits into our current investigation, but you're right. We did find it on a crime scene, so let's send it to the lab. Nope. So the person standing next to Dinah was a certain Blake Cooper. You're right, this must be her father. Ugh, he looks even scarier with all that face paint on. You'd think a daughter could hate her dad enough to scratch out his face. I wonder if my daughters would do the same. Sorry, Ace, I'm okay. And that's true. Not only did Dinah hate her father, but he's also a puppeteer. Let's go talk to him. That looks dangerous. Well, you are here to ask about that troublesome daughter of mine? Whatever trouble she's in, I don't care. We haven't spoken in years. Well, whether you care or not, your daughter's just been murdered. Well, I'm not surprised. Dinah's always been a magnet for trouble. She ran away from home to a life on the stage and got herself pregnant. Even worse, she wouldn't even let me see my own grandson. She thought I was a bad father to her, so I didn't deserve to see Louie. Like she was a model mom, single and dancing in a bar. The senior trooper is right. How can you be so heartless? Your only daughter's just been murdered. You still claim it's her own fault? I gave up on my daughter long ago. She was uncontrollable. If only she could have been more like my puppets. Just pull one of the strings and they'd obey. Yeah, I agree, Ace. As Dinah's father and a puppeteer, Mr. Cooper is already a prime suspect. And he didn't even seem to care about his own daughter's murder. You're right. Serial killers are known to be heartless, and I'm not saying he's the puppeteer, but we should keep an eye on him. Yeah, he would jump on the top of my list. But anyways, guys, I gotta wait 21 hours. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of stars. I'll see you guys back here. It's Pitching Case 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Case 88, we are back. Let's finish this off. Well, Ace, our victim must have been really hung up about something before she died. Oh, wait, she was hung up. Oh my gosh, Roxy, I do find your puns endearing, but Ace is right. We're dealing with a serial killer here, so cool it on the jokes. Alright, well, for starters, your victim was injected with sedatives before being killed. Ace, this info will surely come in handy during your investigation. And then her body was cut up with a saw, so keep an eye open for that kind of instrument. The body was strung up in an extremely complex manner. The puppeteer had to know the precise measurement of the chains, handle the weight distribution, the mechanics. And as gruesome as this sounds, this is a work of art. I can tell you that the puppeteer is definitely good with mechanics. Okie dokie. Okay, I got a ton of stars. So Ace, I've had a look inside Stanley Bullock's phone, and guess what? He knew your victim. He kept sending Dinah messages to tell her he would bring eggs, or that she could borrow movies from him. After a little digging, it turns out Stanley and Dinah were neighbors, and quite friendly ones, it seems. Ugh, isn't it weird that a Confederate lover would be friends with Dinah? And what's up with all that face paint? I agree. First the Civil War outfit, now this. Stanley sure likes dressing up. Isn't he too old for that? Oh, and you're right to remind me, Ace. And as you know, Stanley was also a previous suspect in the puppeteer case all those years ago. A former puppeteer suspect living so close to the victim, he could have easily gained Dinah's confidence. Come on, Ace. What do you say we go pay him a neighborly visit? Sorry for that. I am also on baby duty, so hopefully that kid does not make a noise. Mr. Bullock, Senior Trooper Ace is here to ask you a few questions about your neighbor, Dinah Cooper. Ah, Dinah. Things have been hard for her, raising her son, Louie, on her own, so I try to do what I can to help out, like a good neighbor. Well, thing is, she's been murdered by the puppeteer, which brings us to your previous indictment. Dinah was murdered by the puppeteer? Well, that's awful. Wait a minute, you're here because I used to be a puppeteer suspect, aren't you? I was found innocent. And besides, I'd never hurt Dinah. I cared too much about her. Hey, Ace, Jan hasn't shown up to work all day and he's not picking up the phone. Have you heard from him? What? Jan's missing out on the puppeteer's first murder in 10 years? He's being obsessed with a serial killer now, and of all times, he's just vanished? Alright, I need to recap here. Ace, puppeteer strikes again after 10 years, killing Dinah. And Dinah's father, who's a real puppeteer, claims not to have spoken to her in years. He sounds a bit too controlling, and Dinah was a real rebel child, so it's no surprise. And then we have Dinah's neighbor, Stanley, who had already been tried in the puppeteer case, but if his phone can be trusted, they were actually pretty friendly. Oh, Senior Trooper Ace, I'm so relieved to see you. I don't know if you remember me, I'm Jan's wife. Of course we remember you. Is something wrong, Jessica? Senior Trooper Ace, we need your help. The puppeteer broke into our house. Say what? Did Jan stage it? We'll find out in Chapter 2. This has been Pitching Case 88. Over and out.